hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for, of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself? I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Si después de esto no se lían, me retiro de la vida.
If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. those I love. And I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Joder, por fin. Ya pensaba que no lo iban a hacer. La puta. Tómalo. Desperta gatito. Hostias. Joder, qué tensión, macho. Me ha gustado, me ha gustado. Ajá, surprise.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on storm without her.
Pero si se va hasta el solito.
But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Muy bien. Vámonos.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two.
No, está exagerando.
She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall,
No,
and
no,
then
no,
there's
no.
tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherjar, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with a Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
Vale, tenemos a Shiva. Pilar gélido, esquirlas purfantes, novedad. Anda.
I should visit
Tanto para
Joshua,
acercarme como para esquivar.
assuming Talia will
Otra
allow
vez.
it.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing at ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think he...
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well... I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
$2500 puntos de habilidad. ¡Ay, qué maravilla!
Come again. I may have more for you.
A ver, una carta y el taller. El dragón por ahora. ¿Al cual? No me puedo cargar. ¿Puedo atajar por aquí?
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
A ver.
Ah, Sid.
¿Qué quieres tú ahora?
Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
No.
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life.
Horno de Cuba.
This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermal amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make it out of any old rubbish neither. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could
¿Quién
help
es
me
Helena?
too?
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it
¿Quién es Helena?
is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got
Ah,
a couple of
ya sé quién es
examples
Helena.
here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramic, and what's more, they're directional. transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hub with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is...
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind. And we know there's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmecchia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Okay.
Will do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
Canva lost.
Wonderful idea, Jocelyn.
Vale.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had anything so delicious.
I should be so lucky.
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want? No scratches, right?
Sí, sí, sí. Quiero, gracias. Uroboros todavía no lo puedo hacer. Esto tampoco. Taparrabos mugriento. Eso no es del dragón. ¿La espada tocha también se llama Uroboros?
That it? Fine. Trouble with your gear, or... Yeah.
Y tanto que navegó. Menuda preciosidad de barco, ya te digo.
The weight of all that shit. Clever girl, that one. See that sword of yours stays oiled.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
Oh, dear.
Clive,
Es la espada de Shiva, ¿no?
Coin purse weighing you down. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
A ver.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Ay.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Vale.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Vale, no hay escorias quitando el dragón de los cojones.
Clive,
Puto dragón.
here you go.
¿Dónde está? Vale, ¿dónde la dama? Marta. Vale,
Always something.
genial. A ver,
Yeah.
tengo que ir a Drasbos. Tengo que ir a muchos sitios, a muchos sitios.
How are you doing? Don't be a stranger, eh?
A muchos sitios, a hacer muchas cosas. Me cago en la puta, pero ¿esto qué es? Excuse me? No me mandes a tomar por saco, ¿eh?
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's...
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Hay un campamento. ¿Ves? Vale, aquí es donde estaba antes.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
Ah, es verdad. Tengo que probar así.
This one.
Es verdad. Hay que probar así va. A ver. Pero es parecido al de Ifrit, ¿no? Lo que pasa es que Ifrit va directo. El de Siva me gusta también. Claro, eso. Lo suyo sería ponerlo aquí, porque es lo mismo, ¿no? Es lo mismo, pero en diferentes direcciones. Pero necesito un ataque. No me sale lo de esquiva perfecta, pero es una puta. Bueno, no me sale lo de esquiva perfecta. ¿Es por cercanía al cristal o por qué? Vale, eso ha sido perfecto. Mierda, no quería usar eso. Eso ha sido una esquiva perfecta. Y si es una esquiva perfecta, lanza una congelación bastante tocha. A ver. Básicamente dejaría de utilizar el R1 para esquivar y pasaría a utilizar el círculo. Bueno. Como tan... Esto se puede ejecutar en el... Este me gusta. Se puede hacer en el aire. Vamos a ver.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Finger! Take his head off!
All yours, Toggle!
Es como muy básico. Este ha sido el bueno. Ese ha sido el bueno. Si acierto a hacer la esquiva perfecta, no me pasa nada porque también tengo la esquiva normal. Esta también mola. Pasa que hay que cargarla. Me gusta más que la de Titán. La de Titán también el bloqueo no lo controlo. Vamos a probar la otra.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, All those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing.
Otros fanáticos.
Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
Bueno, hubo uno que vendió a su
You're right.
mejor amigo.
We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearer's side?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
You all along that he was playing us for...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil.
No estáis
And they
siendo
will
nada
thank
racionales.
you not to get involved.
Pero nada racionales. Es increíble.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refuse to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Oh, vaya. Les ciega el odio. Qué injusto.